Hello, I'm here. Hello, I'm back. Today, if you see the screen, obviously we see Farming Simulator 22. I've had this since Amazon delivered it last Thursday, so right before New Year's Eve. And I haven't had much time to play it, so I'm not very good at it. Heads up. But I've just found out some cool things. Like I looked at multiplayer once and joined the server once, and you can hear other people talking to you, and you can tell who's talking. And this background music is also bopping. I'm enjoying myself too much for this, and obviously the seasons. I haven't really been able to see all the season stuff yet, but it should be relatively cool. Should be pretty nice and stuff. Now I have a save game here on No Man's Land. I'll come back to you when it loads and tell you more. All right, here we are. Sorry, I had music going the last time I. Shoot. Oh. What's happening with my screen too? I don't know. What's happening? Something's going on. Oh, I didn't turn on the create fields. That makes sense. There, I gotta. But no, if I. What in the world is happening? That's so weird. Hold up, I'll be back with something. Alright, I'm back. I had to completely restart my game. Uh, just like exit it and go back to full screen mode because I realized wasn't in full screen mode earlier. And that means I got turned on every time you go on the game. You gotta reset the allow create fields. But currently just working on making fields because obviously No Man's Land has no fields. So I spent it's currently like 3 o'clock, and this morning I spent probably almost an hour doing part up on my house and stuff. And I created all these nice outlines. I got to go back and probably find a few little spots, or just not worry about them. But I'm gonna eventually maybe do some detailing. But I want to get a video out because I haven't done one yet on Farming Simulator 22. Tractor sounds amazing. I'm starting to not like some of most of the truck mods I've seen or I have sound all the same. Like they all have the same sound. I'm not sure there's a reason for that because it's pretty new and stuff. But the only thing that sounds different is just 2010 Chevy that I have. But otherwise, like a whole bunch of different Fords and stuff. But obviously, there's not too many Chevy stuff out there. There's a lot like 15. There's more 1500 Chevys than there is actual Chevys in the game right now. They've heard talk that they're trying to like end a game, potentially for all platforms, like actually like vehicles, like a Chevy or Ford or something. I've heard that or something. And those, I don't know if it was all platforms or not, but should be a really good audio, by the way. If you hear me really well, it's because I figured I connected them to some kind of like earbuds I got, not for Christmas, but for something else. Something else. Actually, it's from that class ring I got. Because I'm in high school and stuff. You can get a class ring, and Justin's the ring provider. You can choose between a backpack, a sweatshirt that like had your school logo on it and stuff. So I chose these earbuds instead because you can choose the earbuds or the backpack or sweatshirt. So I chose these and they've worked great ever since. So although if you wear them for too long, your ears will start to feel pretty terrible. But not too much stuff going on here. I'm liking this 8000 8030 series that I found on like Mod Network or Farming Simulator 22 mods.com or something, or .net or something. That website I've gotten quite a few from. I've seen quite a bit of stuff from. But I found this from one of those sites, I believe. I'm really liking it. I got it in the 8530 because I wanted a big tractor and to be able to pull this thing. Because a lot of these in-game, there's a lot of in-game like disc and cultivators, but they're either way too big for the tractors I currently have to use. Like, I don't want to buy a 9RX for this because I'm just kind of starting out. I don't even have like a proper shed for the tractors or anything. Speaking of tractors, there's that 2010 Chevy talking about. The old Colorado. The other truck. Oh, that other thing. Okay. I got this for a planter tractor. Potentially, do fertilizer and stuff with it too. I'm thinking. In game one, because I didn't want to use a John Deere and didn't have the horsepower for that bigger John Deere. Or the Kinsey. It's not quite the biggest tractor. Uh, I bought this combine thinking it should be able to fit in here. Nope, I thought wrong. I wonder, there could be a version like where there's like, there's almost like a hayloft up top here. Like if there could be just like a thing like where a bigger garage door with like no hayloft. That'd be kind of cool. So I can actually like try and maybe put some tractors in there. Because the Magnum will fit in there. But barely. Okay. Probably just a couple inches. And then these are all Armstrong. Harry Armstrong Jr. Is that his name? All these places here, like this house, obviously we've seen in 19. I think this flag, I think he added. It looks like it looks a lot more realistic here, and like buildings and houses just overall just look more realistic in this game in 19. He also built these nice. I'm liking this little garage here, but obviously that's not a very big combine for right now, but figured out I was gonna buy one, because why not? But oh, there's that Ford I was talking about. It's got like the Ford and a whole bunch of the other mods I have. They all sound the same. Like I have this one Cummins mod, and it sounds the same as this Ford. Like there's like no differences. But like they all sound like this. And this is Son of Market Cummins. It's like a Cummins swap or something. Oh, it's supposed to be Cummins. What the heck? So like I guess somebody found like a Cummins sound, or got a Cummins sounding game, and every truck has that sound except for that Chevy, which was nice. But the turbo on it, it was still not turbo on it. When you drive it, it's over. Takes over the sound of the engine and stuff. Which makes it not as nice, but don't you just wish you could use the nice hired worker, you know? The new hired worker system they have to create fields here. Because, like, if you just stay in between the places I've cultivated, like, you'd think it'd be nice just to be able to, like, help out with, especially with how big of a field I'm trying to make here. There's an entire backside here I gotta do too, and I know I looked and I have over 10 minutes left. Right? Hold up. Yes, I have over 11 minutes now. I've recording, and obviously I not paying for an editing service on the computer. Not like buying an editing app or something. But obviously I don't cut things out. I don't edit like intros or outros in it. Don't add any interesting things. Can't do a time lapse. That'd be kind of interesting. Like time lapse this whole thing. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, there's this big area. This is. I might lease a quad track for a little bit to get some part of this done. Use a quad track and then get the biggest disc I can find. Probably gonna do that. But hopefully my brothers win this basketball game. I have no clue. That's where my parents and my brother are at. My other brother's upstairs probably just watching some really stupid stuff on YouTube that doesn't make sense to me why he'd watch it. But he does. I obviously don't have a reason to make him stop watching what he does. I just think it's kind of stupid what he does. But he watches. I'm sure you'd say the same thing about me. But back to what I should be talking about here in 22. Plowing here, I'm liking what it is. I like the dirt graphics, really nice. Like the tractor, looks really good. Sounded good too. But tractor sounds, all the tractors I've used so far, which haven't been many, have sounded good. This disc is really nice. Although if I had a little bit higher horsepower tractor, I think I'd probably this tractor it would handle it better. And of course, it looks more cloudy outside than it was a couple minutes ago. Looking awfully cloudy out there. In real life, obviously, out here it's a little bit sunny. 9:14 in the morning. Now I can't wait for a HUD hider thing to come out. Because to make videos like this, or just when I'm, plowing, when we have a couple buttons you're using, which are WASD and the button to put it up and down. Like when you're planning or you're disking it, you wouldn't be able to, kind of just want to look all around your screen without having things in all four different little corners. It'd be nice. I'm sure somebody will have it, or we'll figure out a way to have it in there. Alright, we're gonna end the video here and we said 9 eggs. But, I've done a lot of hours. Well, I have spent a lot of hours, but I've done quite a lot with this. Well, I guess in total it's probably been 1.5 hours total of disking here. Because I used the Magnum on a smaller disc for a while, and I'm just gonna fold it up and bring it back towards my shed, because obviously I'm gonna get the 9RX and I just don't need it anymore. Oh, hear that speed up. Damn. Liking the sound of this, like it just feels like you just put max throttle into it. I know that's never realistic, I just want right in my yard, but I don't really care. But when I expand my farm more, obviously this combine ain't gonna do much for the massive fuel that I'm creating. And I'm sure I might make many more fields in the future. Probably will expand the farm. There's other sheds Harry Armstrong Jr. has released that I might get, or there's some in-game ones that I don't really like or haven't even tried out. Because if you look at these in-game ones, they're just so massive, and I don't need that. I mean, there's a few smaller ones, but I mean, the looks of them aren't quite what I would like. What is this thing? Hold up. I know, I'm wasting time. I should probably do this on my own time, but I haven't looked at a lot of these sheds. I've just seen them, they're way too big, and I don't ever use them. What is it? Look, it's one of them solar sheds, ain't it? But there's a few modded sheds here. I found out this one doesn't work, or it won't load in my game, which is kind of sad, but this house will work. You know, there's this small, technically, a huge garage, and a relatively small house. It's not too huge. And this barn, I might place for big equipment. Or like I said, I could, there's lots of things I could do, but, I hope you guys enjoy. Apparently my screen's showing things that I'm not currently on. It's kinda laggy or frozen or something. I don't know. But we will see you all next time.